Hello everybody and welcome. I'm the grounded Gliscor favorite. I'm a Holland Pokemon on this channel and I want to welcome you to as the coach of the Low Land Nidoqueens in the Alola International for their Week 6 match against the Holland Flareons, coached by my good friend Hammer Time Stone. By the time of this video, your Low Land Nidoqueens are currently 4-1 and we're gonna see if we can make another win out of this to actually proceed further and on our road to the playoffs this season. So if you're hyped that there's another team builder, and if you're hyped that there is another team builder, and if you want to support your Low Land Nidoqueens, be sure to leave a like down below. And actually, I will get straight into the teams right here. Because how I normally do the team builders, I will go over the team of my opponent, I will go over his threats, then I will go over my team, and then I will go over the team that we brought and why I chose the mons right here. So let's actually start right here with the team of my opponent of the Holland Flareons. His team should also appear on your right right now. His team consists of Tapu Bulu, Infernape, Florges, Skarmory, Buzzwole, Heliolisk, Reuniclus, Hydreigon, Registeel, Tentacruel, and Mega Gyarados, and the Z Crystal Mon is Hydreigon. If you look at the opponent's team, you see that Tapu Bulu is of course very threatening towards our squad. Tapu Bulu is actually, if it is Scarfed, which I predicted to be, because then it can actually do the most amount of damage towards everything on the team. Scarf Woodhammer will hurt a lot. Oh, I'm sorry, but wait that long yet, and the match is very soon, to be honest. Tapu Bulu actually with the Scarf can do a lot of damage towards our team with Woodhammer, Rock Slide, Superpower, and Mega Horn. But I think we have answers for that. We have two mons on the team which can handle Tapu Bulu, both his sets that he can bring. So I'm not that worried about that. Infernape, very good mon in my opinion in the draft format. He can be a lead Infernape with rocks maybe. He can be a Scarfer, a Life Orb, Specs, Bandit, something along those lines. Very scary, a threatening mon. Then we have Florges, which of course is going to be a cleric to his team, which he doesn't have that long yet. But Florges overall is just a good mon, and this good as a defensive wall. This especially defensive wall can be a good cleric and also can be run offensive if needed. So we need to keep that in mind as well. And he has Skarmory, which is a steel flying type of course, which is one of his hazard removals. I'm not worried about Skarmory at all. We have ways to deal with it, so really not worried at all. Can set up Stealth Rocks, can set up Spikes if needed. Can potentially also be offensive with Ravebird Iron Head maybe. But we will see. Then next up he has a Buzzwole, which is an Ultra Beast, of course, introduced this gen. Very scary mon, which has the same type as Heracross, only a bit bulkier. It hits way harder, and because of Beast Boots, it can be a threat really soon. Then we have Heliolisk, which is of course a fast switching mon, normal electric type, of course. Volt Switch can be used to pivot around, and stab Hyper Voice on this mon is really, really good. So we need to watch out for stab, Hyper Voice, and Volt Switch in this case. Then he also has a Reuniclus right here, which can be Assault Vest, can be Life Orb, Magic Guard, can be Calm Mind. If he actually let Reuniclus set up, we have pretty much an issue overall with the entire team. So we have ways to deal with it though, I think. But yeah, still will be a tough matchup in my opinion. He also has an Hydreigon, which is of course a Z Crystal user, and a Z Crystal user is Hydreigon is very scary. If I look at Hydreigon versus our team, I would say he would probably bring a Fighting Z Hydreigon with Superpower, so he at least can do 75% minimum towards Blissey, without the stats drop from Superpower itself, which will be nice. But I don't know if he wants to rely on that just for one mon. But Blissey actually can have a field day against his team pretty much. Then he has Registeel, which is of course also a bulky steel type, which can set up Stealth Rocks, can be Curse, can also be Toxic T-Wave, something like that, most likely support. So if it comes, we need to take it out very soon, as soon as possible actually. Then he has Tentacruel, which is also a part of his team, which can also remove hazards to get alongside with Skarmory. Very fast mon with base 100, strong stabs in water and poison. Can be physically, can be specially offensive if he is a support set. Can also set up T-Spikes, but I don't see him bringing T-Spikes actually since we have a Nidoqueen as well. And lastly, there's Mega Gyarados, which is of course very scary. You are forced to Mega Evolve turn 1, but he still can abuse the Intimidate. that the regular Gyarados has. So with him having the regular Gyarados option with Intimidate, could be very devastating for our team. But we might have some answers on the team to deal with it. And Mega Gyarados actually is a dark type with a water dark type with Mold Breaker, so it will ignore Sturdy, Levitate, or something along those lines. So Rotom is not going to have that much of a field day versus him. So let's actually now get straight into our team and why I brought the monster that we have right here. So as you see in front of you, we have Regirock Maui right here. We actually obtained Regirock throughout a free agency trade. I know we didn't have any free agency trade left, but we traded away Heracross to a player, and he used a free agent for us, and we obtained Regirock from that. The reason I said Regirock for our team is because he is great defensively, good offensively, and good stab as well. Good abilities, and I think it will suit our team very well. So we actually bring it straight up this week. Was the initial plan, but actually it works better out in our favor right here. So we have a choice banded Regirock right here, rocking the Clear Body to be immune to the Intimidate that Mega Gyarados has before he Mega Evolves. Rocking Earthquake, Stone Edge, Drain Punch, and Iron Head. Edgequake is just overall a great offensive core right there to have as an option. Drain Punches to regain recovery against certain mons. And Iron Head is there mostly to hit his fairy types like Florges and Tapu Bulu. I first thought that put Regirock in Poison Jab, but apparently he doesn't, so that's why we have Iron Head. We rock 144 HP, 236 attack, and 124 special defense with 4 in speed. The 4 in speed was just what we had left, and the 124 special defense with 144 HP actually allows us to take on a Grass Knot Infernape better. So we can live 2, I believe, and then strike back with an Earthquake or a Stone Edge. Both will OHKO him. So we need to watch out for that one. If he indeed has Grass Knot, we can actually determine what set he would be. The 236 attack Adamant is just enough to actually two-shot his entire team with Stone Edge, borrowing Skarmory and Unicorns. The rest actually gets two-shotted or OHKO'd by Stone Edge, so that's really good to have right here. Second Pokemon on the squad we're going to bring is Elizabeth the Nidoqueen right here, holding a Life Orb with Cheer Force ability, of course, like a Sludge Wave, Earth Power, Flamethrower, and Thunderbolt, with 64 HP, 192 special attack, and 252 speed. With the 252 speed, we are actually just barely outspeeding Tapu Bulu. Yeah, with this we outspeed Tapu Bulu pretty much, and that is what we need to go for. Since he is a threat, we cannot allow to have mons that are practically slower than it on some occasions then. This Sludge Wave actually have a powerful stab as well, so we can hit his fairies pretty much. Earth Power is there to two-shot Registeel, and also do tremendous amounts towards mons like Infernape and whatnot. Flamethrower is also there for Tapu Bulu and for Skarmory, Registeel, if you don't want to predict and just want to go for super effective hits. And Thunderbolt is there mostly for Gyarados, if we predict to swap in, or if he indeed has a Skarmory and Gyarados and we want to try off a T-Bolt right here. 192 special attack is just what we need mostly to do the damage output that we have to, so I actually decided to have 64 in HP to gain a little bit of bulk, which may end up good in the end. The third Pokemon on the squad is of course going to be Rotom Heat right here, Gibson holding the Choice Scarf with Levitate ability, with Volt Switch, Overheat, Signal Beam, and Trick, with 144 HP, 4 defense, 220 special attack, 40 special defense, and 100 speed with a modest nature. With a 100 speed and the Choice Scarf, I believe we are able to outspeed Gyarados at +1, I believe. So if we're able to outspeed Gyarados at +1, we are able to Volt Switch around in his face. We have the Choice Scarf to actually allow us to trick maybe something like the Unicorns if it wants to Calm Mind up. Trick something like Florges, Skarmory even would be great. Registeel also. It may be predictable, but it is, even if it's predictable, it will work eventually. We have Signal Beam just here instead of Dark Pulse because he does have resistances in his fairy types, of course, and in his Mega Evolution later on as well, and in Infernape. Signal Beam is also resisted though, but we can still hit Hydreigon more now. We can also hit Unicorns with Signal Beam and maybe get a Confusion out of that. So the 220 special attack is just to be an offensive Rotom as much as possible and do the damage that we need. The 144 HP and 40 special defense allows us to actually eat a Draco Meteor from Hydreigon if it's specially offensive. Modest. Not with much HP, but we are able to. And then 4 defense was what we have left. The fourth Pokemon on the squad right here is going to be Hawthorne, our Shaman, rocking the leftovers with Natural Cure, rocking Giga Drain, Air Slash, Synthesis, and Protect. 252 HP, 236 defense, and 20 special attack with a Bold Nature. This Shaman is going to be paired with Rotom Heat mostly to take on Tapu Bulu if we figure out if he is banded or scarfed. With Rotom Heat we are able to scout for the Mega Horn and actually work around it that way. And for Grass type moves and Fairy type moves we can actually also use both of them. So Hawthorne right here is Giga Drain, Air Slash. Air Slash is to hit Infernape if he wants to swap in. Also hits. We also hit Gyarados with this, with the Giga Drain, and Giga Drain was there to regain some recovery. We do have Synthesis as well to get some more recovery because this Shaman is built to 1v1 Mega Gyarados. Gyarados need to be at +2. To actually do, is able to two-shot us because between Grassy Terrain and Leftovers, or Leftovers and Giga Drain, we are able to actually 1v1 them completely. And we have Protect to scout out, indeed for Scarfers. You regain some Leftovers recovery, set out Terrain and whatnot, so we can actually abuse that as well. So Shaman is going to be very good this match if he brings indeed Tapu Bulu and Gyarados, so I will see how it will turn out. Fifth Pokemon on the squad, of course, cannot be done without Zaratan, our Blastoise right here, rocking the Torrent ability, rocking Haze, Aura Sphere, Dark Pulse, and Rapid Spin, 244 HP, 108 defense, and 156 special attack. The 108 defense and the 244 HP is mostly to swap it to Infernape, borrowing Thunder Punch, of course. And we also are able to not get set up fathered by Gyarados, because normally Blastoise cannot really touch him with the set that I had, because I had Water Pulse on this instead of Aura Sphere, because the stab would be nice, but eventually we decided to drop the stab and actually go for Aura Sphere Dark Pulse, because we have mons to take on the monsters that are weak to water on this team. Aura Sphere of course hits the Steel types for neutral, unless Registeel, because that hits super effective. We can also hit Mega Gyarados with this. Hydreigon we hit with this, and we did Dark Pulse. We actually also are able to hit Reuniclus pretty well. We are able to hit and indeed Reuniclus with this. We are also able to hit his what's his name? Well, to be honest, it's more so for Reuniclus, so we can actually do damage. And Haze is here just because we don't want Mega Gyarados to be set up with Dragon Dances, Reuniclus with Coal Mines, Registeel with Curses. So that is mostly the part why we have this. Florges also can set up Coal Mines, and that's why we also have Haze, just in case, to be prepped for all of them. But I think this can be really fun. And that leaves us to our last one right here, which is going to be Lullaby, our Blissey, rocking the Leftovers with Natural Cure, of course, rocking Dazzle and Gleam, Stealth Rock, Wish, and Protect, 248 HP, 236 defense, 24 special defense, with a Bold Nature, of course. 248 HP and the 236 defense with a Bold Nature is to increase our bulk to the max that we could have and what we needed. The 24 special defense, again, a little bit more special bulk as well. The 236 defense also helps to take on 2 superpowers from Hydreigon and then strike actually back with the Dazzle and Gleam, because Dazzle and Gleam does a minimum of 65% towards the Hydreigon. And that's what I meant with once we grab Blissey, that Blissey has an abusable special attack stat. So we also have then Wish and Protect to Wish Patch throughout the team and recover ourselves as well. And since we didn't have a Stealth Rocker, I thought why not and slap Stealth Rock on Blissey right here. So that's actually going to be the team right here. Later today also the battle will be up, so stay tuned for that as well. I actually decided to do the team builders and the battles still separately, but then 2 videos a day. That's mostly the idea. So that's going to be it for me, and thank you so much for watching, and also be sure to check out the battle later today. I'm the Grounded Gliscor, and thank you so much, and your Low Land Nidoqueens will find in the battle, I would say. I will see you in the next video whenever I'm gonna make, and I'll see you there. Bye!